Today we are going to talk about a few of my favorite things. Doom doom. Girls in white dresses with blue satin sashes. Snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes. These are all white people things. Girls in white dresses with blue satin sashes, snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes. First of all, I don't even like snow. It was nice for like pictures, but aside from that, I could live without it for the rest of my life, really. Anyways, we're gonna talk about my favorite things today, so let's go. Thanks for tuning in. This is another episode of Randomly Marlie and another episode of Vlogmas 2020, and I'm just going to tell you guys a bit more about me because I know you like me and I like me too. I'm so vain, guys, it's so bad. Anyway, a few of my favorite things. My favorite food generally in life are pastas. I'm just a sucker for pastas any day, anytime. Penne, spaghetti, hoo-ha, what, Alfredo, carbonara, blah blah blah, whatever. I think my mom makes the best carbonara ever. When I go to a restaurant and I can't be bothered to look through the menu and try to figure out what to eat, I just go to the pasta section and try to figure out which pasta to eat. It's just the easiest thing for me. It works, I ain't mad about it, but I'm a pastas person. I also really like binyebwa. Unfortunately, the two don't go so well together, in my opinion, so I wouldn't be able to, blend that or whatever. But I also, just aside from pasta, I love binyebwa, like any day, anytime. Binyebwa is in the sauce, so groundnut sauce, like any day, anytime. I can eat it with rice, I can eat it with matoke, I can eat it with potatoes, I can eat it with almost anything, really, except pasta. What a shame. But like, that's my jam, man. Binyebwa, like all day, every day. Like if I had to live on one sauce for the rest of my life, it would be binyebwa. Like, it wouldn't even be like chicken, beef, what I can do without that. Just if you give me binyebwa, I'm a happy girl. My mom is complains about I'm always touching my face in my videos. I feel like the boogies get into my eyes when I'm doing videos. Like, aside from that, like, actually maybe I do, but I just don't notice because I'm not on camera. But I'm just always cleaning my eyes. Softy party. I'm sorry. Just I crack myself up sometimes. Anyway, my favorite app, I have a number. One of my favorite apps is Twitter because I just think Ugandans are the most hilarious people in this life, and I've really been enjoying it this week. So I've recorded this in the week where Marlie was arrested, and y'all, Twitter was wildin'. It was just so funny. We were wilding out on these streets. I was like, bro, Ugandans are so funny. Nigerians are actually also really funny because they really attacked us, someone said. I laughed. I really died. Oh yeah, Davido can buy Uganda. He's richer than the entire GDP of a whole country. Goals. That's gonna be me one day. Anyway, yeah, Twitter is one of my favorite apps. I like Instagram because I feel like Twitter is like my useless place. I actually don't follow that many pages of, like, I don't know, like inspiration and like, I don't know. I feel like the value addition Twitter adds to my life is humor, as opposed to Instagram where I follow like pastors, I follow motivational speakers, I follow business people, I follow like just people that I can really learn from. Like, Instagram is my space for learning and for drawing inspiration. Like, I get a lot of creative inspiration from Twitter and Instagram and YouTube, and Twitter it's just for bands and laughter. So Twitter and Instagram are one of my favorite apps. My favorite color, do you know it? Think you can guess? Can you guess? Black and white. Like, literally, those are my favorite colors. I like them when they're together like this, but even on their own, like, I feel like I'm always wearing black or white or black and white. Then occasionally there's gray. Sometimes I'll add a little color. I noticed that I look very good in yellow and I look very good in red. But in the current political climate of this country, I'ma steer clear of those two colors, because man, you could be walking on the streets and they gonna have you undressed, you know, and I'm not trying to get home naked, you know, so let's not. Anyway, black and white are my favorite colors. Black and white are the colors I find myself drawn to the most, actually. So my business partner, my Fab Fash business partner, Peggy, also likes black and white quite a lot. So we actually had to start for Fab Fash finding other people that we can shop with when we're selecting stuff from our suppliers, or if we actually go out and physically shop, because we started noticing that most of the time we buy stuff in our stock and like 80% of the things are either white or black and white, and we're like, sis. But also I know that a lot of people are very drawn to the same color palette. Like monochrome is just a really great, you know, combination, like black and white and whatever, so it's still safe, but also you don't want to be very biased towards one thing, so we had to get extra help. But black, white, those are my colors. Yep. Doesn't matter if you're black or white, I love you both. Fun fact, I did not prepare for this episode as well as I should have. I thought I had them written down somewhere, like the list of favorite things I wanted, but I didn't have. So I have only those three. I can't think of anything else. Like, what other favorites would you want to know? Like, what kind of things would you want to hear? Like, favorite this, favorite that, favorite who, favorite what? Favorite movie. My favorite movie of all time, Sound of Music. I think that's the one movie that I could watch over and over and over and over and over and over again. Like, I love it with all my heart. Like, I like musicals though, so like Sound of Music, Lion King, classic musicals are like my favorite. Is like my favorite, I think, all-time genre. Like, those are things that I could watch over and over because the music is good. It's like the same way you can listen to a song over and over and over again. Other than that, I really don't rewatch movies. I rarely rewatch movies because I'm like, I've seen it, I know the plot, I know how it started, I know what happened in between, I know how it ended. What am I watching it for again? Even books, like I rarely reread books because I'm like, the guy said this, he said this is what happened, this is how the story went. For what am I looking for? But yes, my favorite movies are those ones. I'm trying to think of my favorite book. I think my favorite book, the favorite book that I've read, my favorite book ever, it was a novel. It was a mystery novel and it was about a girl. No Time for Goodbye. That's the title of the book. I've forgotten who the author is. I think I've talked about this on my YouTube channel before. I don't know, but anyway, No Time for Goodbye. It's a novel about a man, a girl, a teenage girl who, you know how teenagers typically are, you know, disrespectful to your parents, always, what, you think you know everything, you talk back, whatever. So she came home one time and she got into an argument with her parents, and then she said, I wish I was never born, or I wish I hate you, I wish you were just dead, or you would just die, or something. Said something really rude to her parents, but something in the lines of like just wishing that, you know, they were not in contact, or they like, I wish you were never born, or I wish you died, or I wish I was never born, or I wish I didn't live with you, something along those lines. And then she went to bed, she slammed the door shut, went to bed. She woke up the next morning and her parents weren't there, and she was like, well guys, I didn't mean it, I'm sorry. Then anyway, the next day, and basically, like, she never saw her parents again. Like, that was the last time she saw her parents. It was the last thing she said to her parents. By the way, always be careful with the words that you say and speak well to other people, because you never know when the last time you'll see them will be. Of course, this is a book, so it's like fiction and whatever, but still, like, you really never know. Like, you may say something rude to your parents and then they have like a heart attack in their sleep and die. God forbid. That's not their portion. They will die in their old age in their sleep. Amen. But yeah, just be careful with the words that you say. So anyway, like, her parents disappeared, and so then now the rest of her life became about trying to find out about her parents, like the disappearance of her parents, trying to solve the mystery of her parents' disappearance. And it was one of those books, like, for me it felt like a movie. Like, I never wanted to put it down, and I read it in high school, and I remember in between classes I'd be walking with I loved that book. And then the best self-help self-help book, I was going to say self-read, I don't know, self-help books that I've read was Intentional Living by John Maxwell. I read it in 2018. There is a leadership discipleship space that I joined called Gang, where we had to read several books within the year. We read close to very many books, like 30 or something. Like, we're reading 2 books a month, and it was a really good book. It's one of those books, man, it kickstarts you into action. Like, for me, it's a thing that awakened me and awakened my mind. Like, I stopped and started to think about it and asked myself, what do I really want? What legacy do I want to leave behind? What do I want to be known for in this world? What is my purpose? What is my thing? It was such a good book for me. I would actually highly recommend it. You should buy it. Yeah. I think that's a good list of favorites now, because then we could keep going, but then we'll get to 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and you got other YouTube videos of mine to watch, so let's not make this too long. Anyway, yeah, those are a few of my favorite things. That was very off-key, very out, yeah. Anyway, girls in white dresses. I've forgotten the rest of the lyrics. Who knows? Who remembers that song? How do the lyrics go? Raindrops and roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up with string. These are a few of my favorite things. Can we talk about how she has very strange favorite things? Brown copper kettles. Really? Of all the things that exist in this world, one of your favorite things are brown copper kettles? Brown paper package? I can't. I really cannot. Anyway, maybe next time I'll sing Ariana Grande's version, but I don't know it, and now there's noise in the background, so I think I'll cut this thing short. I don't have a microphone for my phone. I had one, but it doesn't fit into this phone because I'm using an iPhone 7. It doesn't have the round aux thing. Anyway, I hope this was loud enough. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been another episode of Randomly Marlie. Huh? Randomly? I've forgotten my thing. Anyway, it's been another episode of Randomly Marlie and another episode of Vlogmas 2020. Thank you for watching. Please share with a friend or 2 or 10. Share it in all your groups. Please subscribe if so. I don't know what I was going to say. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Please like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment below what your favorite things are. Like, what's your favorite book? I'd really like to know. I'd like to pick up my reading list in the coming year. Your favorite movie. I'm always looking for nice new movies to watch, or documentaries. I really love documentaries. Just what are your favorite things? Thanks for watching.